Okay, welcome back. Let's get right into it here. Going on another little garden tour. So today we have some exciting news. We've got some tomatoes that are ripe out here. So I can't wait to finally eat some of these. These are my own variety of Sweet 100 tomatoes. And they're just hanging everywhere. This wall of tomatoes is taller than my house now. I've got 3 different varieties mixed in here. Got the mortgage lifter tomato, that's these big slicers. These long trusses of cherries are my own genetic experiment. This is a really long truss, but the fruit's petered out in the middle. Notice there's like very small tomatoes and then they go back to big. That's kind of interesting. And then also hidden in here, I have some San Marzanos. They're a really funny little shape. They're like a pear-shaped. But look at the size of this mortgage lifter. That's going to be my biggest tomato I've ever grown here. And it's putting on a bunch more down here. So like all these slicers are coming in. That is exciting. Let's look down at the basil. Looks like I'm going to have to pinch it back because it's wanting to kind of bunch up and start to go to flower. My little rosemary down here, this is dead. So I shaded it out. I did it myself. I shaded it out and overcrowded it and I killed it. I tried to take a cutting, but it's fried. So I lost rosemary. Have to get another one around Thanksgiving. I'll probably get another one. Look what I've done. Let's go ahead and swap those puppies out. Okay, that's what kind of day it's gonna be. All right, let's check out the determinate cherries. So this is Baxter Bush and Independence Day cherries, and finally I've got some little fruit sets on there. So soon I'm going to have flowers. After flowers comes fruit. So these tomatoes are finally jumping up and doing what they're supposed to. This shishito plant, it fell over. It's loaded down with all these shishitos. So I'm going to take these, cook dinner with them, cut it back to here, and then all of these vertical shoots will just become my new shishito plant. I'm not going to stake it back up. I'm just going to cut it off. Because, yeah, I don't know why. I'm just doing it that way. Squash in containers. At least this was not a big enough container. Squash in containers needs to be in a huge container. These are all my little pepper plants, like the black Hungarian. This is Jimmy Nardello. These squash just don't stop coming, or the China Jade cucumbers. So let's count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's at least 9, 10 hanging from here right now. And we pick them all the time to keep up with them. Let's update you on the little squash plants that we got going here. I put some new vines in with the old vines for succession, and it seems to be doing good. I just scared off a bumblebee. Plus, we got more China Jade cucumbers that are growing up that I'm going to take up the trellis. So a few more plants in here of the China Jade cucumber just to make sure that those keep coming. I'm making like big jars of pickles and stuff nowadays. So that is fun. Ooh, I got a huge squash I got to harvest. Awesome. I didn't even know they got that big, but it still looks young and tender enough to eat. Now look at this female has aborted right here. It's like shriveled up and aborted. So that's interesting. And we've got another female flower right here with what appears to be a nymph. I don't know if you can see that little creepy crawler. I'm going to get this shot. I've got to show you this little nymph. So this tiny little bug is going to grow up to be a nuisance. So we'll just dispatch him. So the pest pressure on here has been cucumber, beetles, and squash bugs. Every day there's squash bugs out here mating on this plant. There's 2 adults. They must be flying in from a separate crop and coming in here and deciding to set up shop. But every day I come out and I smash the adults. And so I haven't had too many nymphs. But yes, I've probably killed 100 squash bugs out of here. This is oregano that's spilling over. It's awesome. Never had much luck with oregano, and now it's really kind of going gangbusters. While we're standing right here, let's look at the green stalk. The strawberry that I transplanted is doing well. I can see I'm going to get a new leaf soon, so that's exciting. Little tomato plants are just kind of leggy, but we'll see how they do. Give you a spin here. The cucumbers grew up and then snapped themselves off. So not all of them did it, but a bunch did. There's one of the squash bugs I was talking about. Right there. Or stink bugs, whatever you call them. They do stink. This is the pepper bed. It's tall as ever. These peppers are 4 foot tall and just not putting out like I'd like to. So, like I said, I might reconsider growing peppers here in the ground and just do them in containers, because these suckers have been here for months, just taking up all this space. You know, I am getting some fruit though. So, and we still got a couple months left of gardening, so we'll keep it. We'll keep it. All right, let's go check out the grape first. Well, no, I'm getting ahead of myself, because I remember in my last videos that I walked this way and it was cool. So the berries are finishing out. You just see a few little berries left in here. But then we make it to the tomatoes. And down the retaining wall, I've got hundreds of cherry tomatoes forming. More cucumbers just lying on the ground up there. But this wall of tomatoes is working out good. Just a bunch of cherry tomatoes hanging down this retaining wall. So they're planted up there and they come out and down, and all these suckers are pointing up. So I'm just going to keep training everything over, and we just got a wall of cherry tomatoes. That's definitely something I'll do again, is grow the cherry tomatoes to train down the wall, because that's like a free trellis. Looking through my squash plants over here to see if I've got any fruit that I'm missing, and I don't. So now let's go over to, actually before we move on, surprise lilies. Resurrection lilies just popped up. They're all over my yard now. So there's going to be a bunch of those resurrection lilies everywhere. Let's go look at the little grape that could. First time that I updated you guys on this thing was so tiny it barely had a leaf. And now it's growing really good. Ooh, a pest. I don't know what he is. It's like a little delta-shaped leaf hopper deal. And he flies. And he doesn't die because I can't catch him. But the little grape that could is doing well. Let's go check on the south garden for one of the last things in this video. I don't know how it's going to look over there because I haven't checked on it since I put the shade cloth on. But here's a little update on the cabbages. Ooh, a squash bug. Or a stink bug. No, you don't. Die. Any more of them suckers? So these are cabbages. These all got to get planted out. I'm going to put them in the empty holes in my green stock. A little pot of lettuce. Because my lady loves lettuce, but we never have enough. This is a tickle me plant. I'm actually going to grow these and start trying to sell these on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe like put them in cute little pots and sell them for 20 bucks or something. But these plants, they move when you touch them. So let's elicit a little response here. Isn't that neat? It's hiding. Okay, last part of this video, south garden. There's like a drum roll playing in my head right now because I'm going to remove this shade cloth and see, did my plants survive? Well, they survived, but they look a little leggy and lanky. Everybody needs a little water and fertilizer, and I don't know if they're getting enough sunshine over here. So, they're alive. We'll call that a success, but nothing too exciting. Let's look at this little area where I planted the sweet potatoes before I close this one out. Sweet potatoes coming up strong. Sweet potato. I got a row of squash plants in here. Not doing much. They don't get much fertilizer or light or love or anything. I'm just kind of putting plants everywhere to see which areas I can turn into gardens. And I think this one I can. I can turn this area into a garden. So I'm going to do that. All right, y'all. Let's talk about subscribers and views and likes. My last video got like 45 views, and a lot of them are my son. He loves to watch my videos and listen to Papa's voice. It calms him down. He likes to watch them before he goes to bed. So good night, Holden, I love you. But outside of that, I've got 23 other subscribers, and that's really cool. I'd really like to shoot for 24. If you're out there, you're number 24, hit that like button. I'll think of something cool to show you guys if I get 25 subscribers. So let's shoot for 25 subscribers, and I'll take you through like soil blocking or something that I think is really valuable to an audience. I got a worm farm here. I do soil blocks. You can see how good my seedlings are. So the proof is in the pudding on my little seedlings. So yeah, just follow along. Let's get up to 25 subscribers and build a little channel here. All right, thank you.